How's everybody doing out there? This is Black Effect, the real Black Effect. And I want to touch on this topic quickly. Women, I want to ask this question. This is for women. Man, you can sit this one out. And but this is something that we must know. Like, we're now, like, the brothers have already laid out, you know, the whole blueprint of, the black community, what's going on. We've laid like that, like, these are high minds have done this. You've had a privilege to watch, black men break down the plight. They've given you life experience, their own life experience. This is like a real social experiment type going on, man. Satan is at work. But what I want to touch on is, and what I want to ask you is that at what age, well, I want to ask you this. Should a man be 100% financially stable before he dates or looks for a woman to even deal with, before he even deals with women? Would you say that he needs to be 100% financially stable before he comes to you, before a man even comes to you trying to have a relationship with you with hopes of marriage? Because if you're dating with a purpose, then you're dating for marriage. That's what is the other purpose. Now, if you're dating just to have sex, then we're not talking to you, because we obviously know that that's basically all we've been doing for the most part, and that's left the black community in shambles. That's pretty much that'll leave any community in shambles if that's all that. If you have no family orientation, you have no purpose of where you're going with your relationship. So dating with a purpose is gonna be our new goal, and the purpose is marriage. So I want to ask black women, what age? I mean, I keep saying age because I am going there. But what do you think? Do you think that a man should be 100% financially stable? Like 100, like and what do I mean by that? It's the same criteria that Kevin Samuels gave you for a high value man. You know what I'm saying? I'm using air quotes on that. But let's say he has to have an established career. He has to be making the over six figures, or at least he has to be having his own established career and be in it for 5 years, at least 5 years. If he has his own business, he has to have been making money in that business 5 to 10 years. So he has to be an established man, in his career, in his field, and be making money. And he has to be tried and true in that. He has to be proven that he can sustain it takes time. We at least need 5 years. I would say 5 to 10 years. So that's gonna be when you're in, he's gonna, for the most part, you're gonna have to go to college or some type of extended education, or take some type of extended education for skills or whatever, or it's going to take you that time to accumulate the knowledge in business. I would say from 21, that's going to take 5 years. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. By the time you're 26, then you get 5 more years to establish the business, or or have the 5 years in your field experience. So that's 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. I would say 30 to 33 will be the age that that man would get to that level that you would want him at. Now, some men, it takes a little longer. Men keep going on and hitting their peak in like their 40s. So let's just say 30, but we're gonna be realistic, say 30 to 35. 30 to 35. If you say yes, that a man should be fully established, 30 to 35. And I'm not talking, and when I'm asking this, I'm really talking to the younger women. I'm not talking to old, played out, women, or I'm not talking about to women who's had their fun already. If you've already had your fun, you've already slept around, you've had you didn't already slept with multiple men and all that, and women. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the younger women, to the women who haven't had all that experience and things like that, or the women who are, just younger and experiencing these things. What age would you be okay with a man being 33 before he even before, like I said, before he even dealt with a woman? And would you be okay being 33 years old, talking to a man? Like, or put it like this: would, first of all, answer the first question. What age? I mean, do you approve? Do you think that a man should be 100% financially stable before he deals with a woman? If you say yes, then would you be okay with a man with being 33 until he even, like I said, or being 30 to 35 in that age range, even dealing with a woman before he even dealt with her? So that would mean that you will be older, but or your daughters will be older, or have to deal with older men if they wanted to get married, or if they wanted to have a relationship before they were like 30, 35. They would have to start dating more mature men. So do you, like, this is why that happens. This is why nature just resets itself every time human beings try to take it out of place. We can't, like, the nature is strong. This is why you start seeing people do certain things that we look at as being peculiar. Like, they're gonna do what they want to do. Like, some human beings are just gonna be, have perverse mindsets. They want to do that. We want to conform them. Like, they just, like, it's either, we gotta help them out, get them, we don't even know how to help these people. We just want to give them pills, or lock them up. We don't know how to really help them spiritually. They have spiritual and mental illness. But I'll digress on that. What I'm saying is that women, since time immemorial, since the beginning of time, have dealt with older men, younger women. Like, now, like, you see all these sugar baby sites and stuff like that, and women present themselves, women now, to my high value men. Like Kevin Samuels himself was an old man. Like, Kevin Samuels was an older man, and the same way, like, look at, like, it don't matter what age a man is. Like, a man could be like 50. Like, look at Leonardo DiCaprio. Look at Al Pacino. Like, this, it goes on and on. It doesn't matter. Like, men, since the beginning of time, even in biblical times, they had younger women. Younger women, they gravitate to older men. Now, what I'm saying is, and again, I'm talking to the younger women, to the women who haven't had just all the sex in the world, haven't been out here, because that's a lot of older women. Like, you do a lot of talking, but you forget the time, like, then when you were living, like when you were that age. Don't forget that time, because you was out there. I know our generation, like, the women, I'm not trying to put y'all on blast. It's just like the men. We're a promiscuous, generation. Like, be honest. Like, we weren't taking, it was not sex for marriage. Like, a lot of people had babies before they even got married. A lot of people just weren't even married at all before they had babies. So, it just is what it is, and that's how we got here. So, but I'm asking, like, to the younger women, would you be okay with, the men just saying forget it? Like, they're going to concentrate on themselves, and they're not gonna worry about sex and things like that, or taking a wife until they are 30 to 35. Some men, later than that, but for the most part, it's 30 to 35. Would you be okay with that? And just think about that. So with that being said, this is your man, Blackeffect, the real Blackeffect. I'm gone.